अस्सलाम वालेकुम फ्रेंड्स। आज मैं आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करने जा रहा हूँ CS201 के फाइनल टर्म के MCQs। तो आए वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं। A reference is considered as a special type of pointer which contains address of a memory location. Which of the following operator the compiler overloads for object by default? तो ये होगा equal operator. If C1 and C2 are objects of the same class, what would a user get after compiling the following statement C1 equal to C2? तो इसका आंसर नहीं है, इसको छोड़ दें। With the template function, the compiler automatically detects the dash and generates a dash using past data. तो इसका आंसर आपके पास past data and a new copy of function. What does STL stands for? तो इसका मतलब है Standard Template Library. Templates provide way of abstracting dash information, type information. अगला है the appropriate data type to store the number of rows and columns of the matrix is int. Classes defined inside other classes are called dash class, nested class. All data members of a contained object can be accessed from inside of the containing class. If we write a statement like S2 equal to S1 semicolon, dash will be the calling object and dash will be passed to the equal operator as an argument. तो होगा आंसर S2, S1. We can use sign.peek function to see the next character that we are going to get. The stream insertion and stream extraction operator are already overloaded for user-defined and built-in data types. The order of destruction of an object is क्या होगा जी? Reverse as the construction order. A constructor will create a new object with a full copy of the other object. This type of copy is known as deep copy. A macro, when takes arguments, is called parameterized macro. Which of the following is not a processor directive? Hashtag undefined. Static allocation is it depends on the situation efficient than the dynamic allocation. The function free returns back the allocated memory got through calloc and malloc to heap. If constructor contains a return statement in its body, then compiler will be syntax error. New and delete are also used with classes, comma structures and primitive data types as well. Memory allocated at runtime is a system resources and it is the responsibility of programmer to deallocate the memory. Friend class of the other class gets complete all the members and member functions, access to member functions. While overloading new and delete operator, we should take care that first option है they should be overloaded for specific types instead of overloading globally. अगला है हमारे पास in case of variables, the default mechanism of function calling is call by value. A constructor has the same name as that of class. The destructor for all objects in the programmer is automatically called when program is terminated. In flowchart, flow of control is represented by arrow. The operators plus plus and minus minus are used to increment or decrement the value of a variable by 1. To assign a value to a character type variable, single quotes are used around the value. Which of the following sentence will be used to initialize an array of size 5 of int data type to value 0? Int array of 5 equal to 0. Let ptr1 and ptr2 are pointer variable that point to integer data types. Then which one of the following arithmetic is allowed? ptr1 minus ptr2. When an argument is passed by a reference, इसका नहीं तो इसको छोड़ दें. In year 1989, C was approved as a standard language worldwide. 1989 में. The C language was developed in late 60s and early 70s in Bell Laboratories. If a friend function outside the class declares itself friend of the class, this may violate the concept of encapsulation and data hiding. A structure brings together a group of different data types. The member function of a class occupy common region in a memory for all objects of class. The static data members of a class are initialized within class definition. The static data members of a class can be accessed by both class and objects. A static variable which is defined in a function is initialized only once during its lifetime. When a variable is defined as static in a class, then only one copy is created for all objects of this class. When a call to a user-defined function finishes, the variable defined inside the function will not exist further. What does STL stands for? Standard Template Library. The code is written to dash the program, implement the program. The appropriate data type to store the number of rows and columns of the matrix is int. A class whose object is contained as const object must have parameterized constructor. All data numbers of a contained object can be accessed from inside of the containing class. The initializer list is used to initialize the contained objects of a class at compile time. The normal source of sign objects is keyboard. We can use sign.peek function to see the next character that we are going to get. When an object of class is defined inside another class, then destructor of enclosing class will be called first. तो दोस्तों इस वीडियो को यहीं पे ख़त्म करते हैं. उम्मीद करता हूँ हमारी वीडियो अच्छी लगी होगी. मज़ीद इस तरह की वीडियोस को देखने के लिए हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करें और साथ ही बेल आइकन को प्रेस कर लें. शुक्रिया. अल्लाह हाफिज़.